Hello there, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. Hello, world.
Hi, world. Hi, world. What do you got going on there? You shuffling some papers around or something?
Oh no, so my phone made a weird noise. I was just picking it up. No
Okay.
papers here. Nope.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
How's it
So
going?
it's going all right. How are you, Gia?
All right. May the fourth be with you.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
hmm oh
What
dear.
else? I don't
Uh,
know. The Dave Brubeck jokes we can make, but I don't have any handy.
no,
So
I don't either. I don't either, Gia. But I guess we got some stuff to talk about, don't we?
we got a few things, I guess. Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you?
Mhm.
I know the answer to this. I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Okay.
Did you watch the Derby?
No.
No.
No. No, I'm
Um,
I'm anti-horse racing. I mean, how
I
could I
know, but you
possibly
could have at
support
least
horse
seen Harley, the gorgeous sugar bush harlequin.
Oh, that was the pace horse, right?
Yeah, the lead pony. Yeah, there were three sugar bush harlequins
Ah, uh-huh.
in attendance. Yeah, but Harley's the most magnificent.
Yeah, okay. I
He's
forgot.
something. He's just such beefy goodness. He's incredible.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you got a little sugar bush fix.
I did, and I had $5 on the horse that came in second. So I could have
Yeah.
I won like a scratch off card, which didn't win
Oh,
me anything, but
okay.
I
All right.
almost won $100.
Okay. All right, Gia. Well.
Close, but it was kind. I know you're not. I know you're anti-racing, but it was a good race. The winner came from way behind, way
Oh, that must have
behind,
been exciting. Okay.
and the
Mm,
first and second place jockeys were brothers, and they like had a
mm.
little like moment. It was
Oh, okay. So
it
you're
was
trying to make it heartwarming
a little
for
bit
me.
hard, and it was the winner had the first female
Female
trainer.
trainer, I
Uh,
did hear that, yeah,
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 so
yeah. Still nothing, sorry.
nothing.
Nope, can't support it. Nope.
Susan Tedeschi and her husband did the national anthem.
Alright.
The grass was green and beautiful. No doubt that was all
Yeah.
fertilizer and horrible crap,
Mm,
but it's kind of
yeah,
incredible.
yeah. Okay, okay. Alright,
Uh,
Gia.
yeah, sorry.
It's
Okay.
okay, that's alright. Everybody has their things they enjoy.
Well, I'm not really into horse racing or anything, but it's just like a kind of a you get a little horsey fix on that day, and
Mhm, mhm.
but honestly, I'm way more into the lead ponies than the horses that are racing.
Yeah, maybe if they just stopped there, I could get
Just had a
behind
little
it.
parade of the lead ponies. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and then said, "Okay, that's enough,
That's
everybody.
it. Everybody looked at the pretty horses.
Let's just go home now and watch TV."
But
Yeah.
we could still put on silly hats and
Yeah,
floral,
that's
yeah,
true, that's true,
outfits, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
have mint
Mhm,
juleps. And
I think you'd be surprised how many people would be fine if it just
with
stopped
that,
there.
yeah, or you
Yeah.
could just branch
Mhm,
out and have a secondary thing where it's like just
mhm, mhm.
yeah, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, sorry, but there were some
Okay.
people online that enjoyed my content about the racing.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for being there for Gia, everybody.
I kind of forgot about it, and then I was like, "Oh, right, I bet Harley's gonna be there." So then I
Uh-huh.
was into it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. Do you wanna share something annoying from your world?
Well,
You
I'll
got some,
just
like, vegan content or something? How's Aunt Betty? We wanna know how Aunt Betty is
Oh,
after
I called her the next day. She was fine, I think,
okay, that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, so we're just trying to send good thoughts her way. And I did get a reply to my letter of interest and my resume for the library job.
Oh, okay, so we still are in the planning the outfit phase, and
Yeah, and this was from, the lady who likes to play a little grab ass. So it said
it's
it
probably not really an interview, it's just her own personal little,
there's probably
she's
cameras
just
rolling
laying
and
in a
everything.
trap, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I got a "Thank you, darling," and, she signed off XOXOXO. So I'm not sure that's typical in the library world.
Maybe not terribly professional, but
No.
so you've made it through the first phase.
Yeah, the first
Okay.
phase. That's right, Gia. Yeah, this is
Mm.
life as a grown up. It's not as much fun as we thought it was going to be. Mm.
And there's some little bizarre pockets of things that happen to you that you never imagine.
You never imagine, no, and this is
Yeah.
probably why people drink during the day.
Sometimes they do. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I understand that more and more.
Like, I remember my father, like, it was kind of a regular thing that people would do business lunches and have a
Yeah.
couple of
Mhm.
Manhattans during a business
Yeah.
lunch, and
Isn't
then that
that
seems
wild?
crazy now to think about
It
that.
does. It does seem crazy, doesn't it? But, things seem to run pretty smoothly
I
back
guess so,
then.
that kind of a salesman-y sort of thing that would
Mhm.
happen,
Mhm. Yeah.
to lubricate the deals or something, I guess, you know?
Yep, yep. Oh, boy, yeah. That's all we
Anyway,
need is
okay.
more
Um,
lubrication. Mhm.
I don't know if lubrication leads us into anything in Port Charles or not.
Not
Maybe like Valentin and Carly have got a little
Oh, yeah,
lubricated.
that's
Yeah,
true. That was a little steamy there. Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so we did have some big stuff, but also a lot of, like, in between stuff.
A lot of tedious stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
felt like everything was very tedious, and then I was like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm catching a cold or something, so I'm a little cranky, and I think it was more what I was bringing to the table. It was probably delightful,
Mm.
but
It might have been well, then I may be coming down with a cold too because I had the same sort of
oh,
feeling
okay.
like,
Well, maybe it
yeah.
was just tedious then. Maybe,
Maybe it was, yeah. I mean, because there's certain storylines that we've established that we are not enjoying, and they just
and
keep,
they're hitting pretty hard
going.
on 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the Curtis Jordan thing,
I know. Every day I'm like, I don't know if I can dislike Curtis more, and then I'm like, well, nope. I think I'm with each fresh episode, my
Yeah,
dislike for that character grows. Not the actor, he's great,
not the actor,
but
no.
I just hate what they're doing with that character.
Yeah, I know. What did you
And
think?
Trina as well. I'm like, I used to love Trina.
Mhm, mhm. I know, Gia. I
Anyway,
thought she looked kinda hot in her dress, though.
the dress, yeah, that was a fantastic look on her. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, I don't think maybe 1% of the population can wear that color, but she can, and she
She
did.
can pull it off. Yeah,
Mhm.
her skin is lovely. She
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
glows.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
mhm,
it also occurred to me that it would have been great to, if you were a drinking sort, to do one of
mhm.
those every time they said, what was the guy's name?
Oh,
Michael.
Michael Michael James, yeah, I know, it's like, do they have to say his full name? That must have been part of the deal, but couldn't they just at some point have just called him Michael?
I
I
don't
can't
know, but I was like, you would have been drunk as a
Oh
skunk
my
if you'd
god,
been
I would have been
tossing back
passed
shots every
out.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. This
Anyway, I don't know
podcast
if we're
has
gonna
gone
have.
very different.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have more of him or if that was it or what. But
Yeah.
gosh,
Mhm. I'm guessing
I,
that was it probably, but
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Is it
And I
wrong to
know
say I'm happy about that?
and it's nothing against him or his
No,
band,
it's just so
but
dorky when they do that and they show everybody like bobbing their head. Although I loved
yeah.
Sidwell. Sidwell was cracking me up.
I know, yeah. I know, and you could tell, I think it probably was a real treat for all of them, to see this,
Yeah, yeah.
real deal, but
Broadway star.
it
Yeah,
always seems a little preposterous when they get, like, these big people in, and then there's room for, like, 30 people in that joint, you know?
yeah. And then they do what has to be a lip synced,
Yeah, like one
performance.
song and then,
Yeah,
it's over.
yeah.
Yeah, so, and also it's sort of crazy, and I'm sure this was all just a matter of this falling in their laps, but for this to all happen so quickly on the heels of Gio and Emma's trip to New York, it just
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Anyway, okay, sorry, I've got us all out of sequence. Do you want to back up to Friday and hit any
Um
pertinent events for Friday?
Sure, sure. Okay.
Hmm.
So we did have Curtis leaving Jordan by herself, which made an opening
Oh,
for
right.
Brick. Brick
Yeah,
came and
a
visited
brick
her.
visit.
Yeah, and
You
he
always feel
was
like you need a shower after Brick's been
I,
around.
I know, and hygiene is very important for Jordan at this point. Um, I mean, the only thing I'll say is I think he might have been sort of just what she needed, like for another
Yeah,
guy who's not like
yeah,
sort of beholden to her, like to show so much interest in her, maybe, you know?
yeah, to have a little flirty moment to like kind of
Yeah.
like, oh, I still got it. Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like I know he was doing her a good turn there,
Mhm.
but there's
Mhm.
just something so. I mean, he's not an actor, right? I mean,
Right. Right.
he's
He's a
a
sports
sports
guy.
commentator.
Mhm.
So I guess you got to give him credit for going into this role, but and so maybe it's just overdoing.
Hmm. Yeah,
But he
maybe.
always just comes off as like kind of predatory and slimy.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
But like you pointed out, Jordan certainly like lit up and seemed like more like her old self, and
Yeah, yeah.
maybe the weight of like having to be who Curtis needs her to be was not
Mhm.
there. And
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
good point too. Like, I mean, we know that with Portia, there were certain expectations that she felt from Curtis. So
yeah.
probably they might be different, but probably Jordan feels some of that too. And I don't know what it is about Curtis that makes people feel like they have to be a certain way. But
Mm.
you know,
I think it's his sort of pig-headed, antiquated like views on life or something.
maybe yeah, maybe it is that. Yep. So
His obsession with finding this driver is
That yeah, that part too, I know, and he's got Jordan feeling that way too, right? Kind of, or is
yeah.
that I don't know.
I don't
Um,
know. Okay,
but
so that happened. So that we had
that
the
happened.
visit,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
and that was
yep.
just kind of a
Mhm.
one-off. I don't think we're going to have a bunch more with Brick, right? That was
Right,
just sort of a
probably not. I mean, maybe
yeah.
he'll stop in and see Sonny and Carly, who knows? But, then we had Joss and Trina, Trina trying to persuade Joss to come out to the club, and of
I feel
course
like that's like that's the only kind of scenes those two have anymore.
yeah,
You know?
and that yeah, that seems like that's a little thin, like, you would think
Yeah.
even if they were Joss was, like, legitimately busy with school, Trina would still know a lot more about what's going on with her and vice versa, if
Yeah, and I don't know. It just seemed like like a guilt trip, and she knew she wasn't
Mhm,
really gonna come,
mhm,
and it was
yeah.
a thin excuse. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
why is that okay with Trina? Doesn't that seem wouldn't that seem weird
Right?
to her
Yeah.
that Joss is, like, so into school? Like, she's
Well, and not
smart
only that
enough.
she's so into school, but that she like it would totally slip her mind that they made plans.
Yeah,
That,
yeah, right. Yeah,
like,
that's a little
would that
weird.
really happen? I wouldn't do that to you.
No, no, I couldn't handle that sort of behavior.
Yeah, and you wouldn't do that to me. We'd have it
No.
written in our calendars. It'd be on our
Yeah,
phones.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah. So, yeah, so that's strange. That's sort of out of character for both of them. Um, but maybe they're just not really, giving enough credit to, like, what friends can be to each other, or should be.
But
Um
yeah, it continues to feel like they're no longer friends, and that the
Yeah,
Emma
yeah.
connection is a
Mhm.
stronger connection, which I
Yeah.
guess that's real life. That
Yeah,
happens.
that could happen. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Then we had, Cody and Molly,
Are
let's
we
see.
already at the Savoy with
I
them?
think we're at the Savoy. Yeah, they're at the Savoy, they're
Yeah.
talking about her book
Oh, and
and
the book
stuff
tour.
like
Yeah,
that.
it was the
Yeah.
episode where it's like you can be an author, you can be a singer. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
in two
Everybody
easy steps. It's just sort
Mhm.
of that. It's
Yeah.
just that easy.
It is, Gia. Yeah. So, I mean, they were always pleasant, I think, except when Molly sort of started to manufacture this sort of like misgiving about them traveling together,
Traveling,
you
yeah,
know?
which continued into today. Which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I
So,
guess that's a thought. I don't know.
well, it
Did I?
seemed like they could have, like, he probably should have just said, maybe I could just join you for like part of this. Because going on a whole tour, that is a little bit crazy to think that, he would be able to like just leave his job
Just
and
leave
stuff.
your
And,
job
and,
for
and
that
like she
long,
could leave
yeah.
her job, so
But I don't know, like
and
the concern about not being good travelers together. I
yeah.
think when I started traveling with
Hmm.
the old man, who's right here, did
Sure.
I
Hi.
have misgivings about it? I don't think so. I just figured he'd do whatever I said, and so that would be fine.
Is that what happened? Is that
I
how it
don't think so. I don't know.
No. Yeah.
One of our earliest trips was leaving San Diego and driving all the way back all across the country, and
Hmm.
we had packed my little hatchback absolutely to the
Mhm.
gills,
Mhm.
which that is one of his skills, packing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I would have had to have had a trailer behind us, but
Mhm.
he can pack anything.
That's a
But one of
good
the highlights of the trip was speeding down the road at like 60 miles an hour or something and having a massive flat tire and not really
Oh,
realizing it.
dear. Oh, boy.
I
Uh-huh.
don't know why we didn't realize it, but literally somebody pulled up beside us and was like pointing and
That's
right?
always
Remember that?
fun. Yeah.
And then we pull over, and of course the spare tire is underneath all of our belongings in the whole world, and
Oh,
so we have
yes,
to
you had to
unpack the
unpack
whole.
everything. Oh,
Yeah,
no. Oh, dear.
and that tire was flat, of course, because this is in the times
Sure.
before I'm
Right, right.
anxious
Yeah.
and concerned and would check all that kind of stuff.
Mhm, mhm.
And
Yeah.
we this is long before cell phones, so
Yeah.
we put our thumbs out and got somebody to take us to a gas station.
Wow.
Right? Wasn't that
Wow.
what happened? We had some strangers took us somewhere, and yeah. And then went back, and but anyway, I remember just pitching a fit like down in the ditch, like literally jumping up and down and like screaming and just so frustrated,
Uh-huh. Huh.
and he probably thought this is a red flag and I should
Yeah,
probably
I've gotta cut her loose.
yeah.
How do I do that?
But it was just the thought of the packing, and I mean, it was literally all of our belongings, because we were
Yeah.
like leaving and go moving,
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh.
anyway, it all worked out. But it's so funny to think about how we like would travel willy nilly because cell
Yeah.
phones didn't exist,
Mhm.
and we just were
Right,
like,
right,
somebody
yeah.
will come along and take us somewhere, and they
Mhm.
did. How nice is that?
Yeah, that's true. There's a lesson in there somewhere, dear.
Yeah, but so I at that point, I guess I wasn't worked up enough to think, would we travel well together? You know?
Yeah, yeah. I think if you're in that sort of the throes of the beginning of a relationship, you just sort of
Yeah, you
hope that
don't
you
even
will, you
yeah,
hope
it's
everything will be
like, of
great.
course you will, you're so in
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
And it all worked out because 'cause we're both the kind of people that are okay with motels with balls of hair in the chairs and, like,
Yeah, yeah.
the absolute dregs of society all around
Mhm.
you and,
Uh-huh. Well,
you
that's
know,
huge, that's huge if you can both feel that way, about
we're
your
both just really
surroundings.
cheap, we're just cheap.
You're not squeamish, I'd say
We had
that.
one I remember we had one a stop one night somewhere. I think we were, I don't know, Connecticut. We weren't too far from Maine. But
Uh-huh.
he was actually wanting to leave again, and I was like, "Oh, just suck it up." And he slept in his clothes, because I was like,
Uh-huh,
I'm cheaper than him. I was like, we're gonna be here for a couple of hours and get up and get on the road again. So he
uh-huh.
like slept in his clothes and refused to get under the covers and everything. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
come
Uh-huh.
on.
Hmm.
But
He
other
was
than that,
probably hoping you would, say, "Okay, you know what, mister, I'm outta here," and then he would be
yeah.
free of you.
But there was none of that. There was none of that. Like, do we both like room service? Because we've never stayed anywhere with.
Do we both like vending machines?
Yeah,
Do we both like crossing the street to the 7-Eleven?
exactly. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Yep.
anyway, to get back to General Hospital, yeah, I don't want to say that Cody and Molly are filler at this point, but they're just kind of a
Mhm.
nice little
Right.
island usually within because they're
Yeah.
happy right now and things
Mhm.
are going
Mm.
along swimmingly,
Mhm.
and she's got a self awareness about her
Mhm.
sort of nature, her own nature. Like
Yeah.
she knows
Right.
she overthinks and she
Yep.
says it, and she
Mhm.
realizes when she's spinning out into that.
Yeah, and I do like that she's aware of that and that Cody
Yeah.
sort of is able to sorta, accommodate that,
Yeah, yeah.
you
So
know?
I'm hoping they don't throw a bunch of soap opera tropes in front of them and
Mm,
have them.
right, right, I
I mean, I
know.
know they'll have to do something. They can't just have people just be happy.
Sure, I know.
But but anyway, they were cute enough. They were enjoyable, I guess you'd
Mhm.
say.
Oh, and you must have enjoyed that she mentioned TJ.
Yes, Yeah, and actually said and moved away. I think that's the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we assumed he moved away,
Mhm. He just never crossed paths. He's
and it
never
would be
found
too hard for him to get back to visit his mother. Like, I want
Mhm.
them to say he's like not in the country,
Yeah. Mhm.
because normally, if your mother was in what they've presented as a sort of life-threatening
Yeah.
car
Mhm.
accident, you would,
Mhm. Yeah, she that easily could have taken a turn for the worse,
yeah, you would
early
do
days.
whatever to
Yeah.
get back. But
Mhm.
so I'm
Yeah.
kind of thinking, like, if they'd had him, working like with Doctors Without Borders or
Yeah,
something like
exactly.
that, it
That
would
would
have.
have been a great cover for him.
I
Yeah.
know. Why can't they think of that? We thought
I
of it
know. We thought of it
easily,
too.
and we
Yeah.
don't think of anything easily, really.
No, no, it's all a struggle.
Yeah, get the
We're gonna
hamster on the
we're gonna
wheel.
be wiped down at the end of this hour.
We are.
Um, also, I liked that Molly mentioned and I had sort of forgotten, like, the connection to Jordan, but,
Oh yeah, I know. I whenever they do that, I'm like, wait. But in our defense, it wasn't that same actor, so
right.
that doesn't help.
Doesn't help, but how often in an episode do we say, "Wait"?
Wait, and nobody waits. They don't wait unless you can pause your TV or something.
Yeah, yeah, just think it through. But I like that she said that she sort of acknowledged she hadn't really spent much time with Jordan, or hadn't been close to her lately, and
And they mentioned them being close, and I was like, "Were they close?" I guess they were.
yeah, they
I didn't
were.
really
I guess they
remember
were
that.
kind
Yeah.
of, yeah, yeah. So anyway, that was sort of a nice way to sort of tidy that up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Long
Yeah.
overdue probably with the TJ part, but
Well,
anywho,
they just remembered TJ as a character.
yeah, yeah. Um, and maybe I wonder if Jordan's gonna talk to Molly about, like, wanting to find the driver or whatever, if somehow Molly's gonna get pulled into that.
It's funny how
Well,
like a lot of the storylines seem to be pulling people from everywhere. Like they all have
yeah,
little
yeah. Because
threads that.
what if Molly gets it from Jordan's point of view? What if Cody figures out Brooklyn's part of it?
Oh, right, because he saw her acting all skanky and weird.
Good
Maybe
word
not skanky,
choice.
but that's not the right word. That means something else.
Funny that was just locked and loaded there, Chia.
What? What could I say? Hinky? A little bit hinky?
Hinky, a little bit hinky, yeah, like because Brooklyn sort of way overreacted when they were all talking about.
Yeah, she has no poker face. She's like,
No, she's like,
yeah,
man, she's ready to explode just like a rocket.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, if Chase didn't pick up on that, he should have
I
felt,
know.
whoa,
Well,
like
he's probably got like 98% of his brain is probably thinking about Willow all the time. So
in his pants, you mean? His
maybe that's
his
where he's
pants
thinking about
brain.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
pants brain. What else? Oh, and Brook Lynn also, gave another overture to Trina about starting a
Mhm.
singing career,
Yeah.
which I guess we're supposed to believe is like part of her cover, her guilt trip cover.
Yeah, I'm thinking
That
that's partly what's driving that. And I can't quite figure out Trina. She's sort of like lukewarm. Does she have like some serious stage fright or something? She didn't seem to once she got up and started singing at Charlie's.
no, but I mean, is that their way of trying to make her appear a little bit humble or something? Because she keeps
Maybe,
kind of pushing
maybe.
away the compliments and.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
I mean, maybe she's like in her head, like we are. Like it's preposterous to think that somebody
Yeah,
has a
could be.
singing career based on one open mic song.
That's true, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
she should be thinking that way, probably, yeah.
so maybe
Uh,
that's where she's at with it or
mhm.
something.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Could be, could be.
oh my goodness, what's happening there?
The
Kitty
kitty's
upset?
he's been very noisy today. He really wants to go outside, and I don't want him to go outside with all the birdies. So
Oh,
he's grumpy. He's a little grumpy. Um,
well,
okay,
that's a little
let's
kind of mean. Why didn't you let him out?
because I don't want him to kill the birds. That's what he wants to do. He
Tell the
can't.
birds to go away.
I try. I
Kitty's
try.
world.
They were here. It's their world. He's a guest in their world.
Did I tell you we have ducks living in the swimming pool here?
I like that. Is
It
that
may be why I'm catching a cold.
you got some weird bird flu, you think?
Yeah, do you remember Swan Lake up in our area?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
Mhm.
There was always like I was thinking about this the other day when I started feeling a little sick.
Mm.
There was always some like thing where they were like, don't swallow any of the water in Swan Lake 'cause
Yeah.
there were gazillions of ducks, and there was some little
Yeah.
something that they put in the water.
Mhm. Huh.
But the drought is so bad here. Yeah, these ducks. I got out the other day and I was alone there, and I was toweling off, and I heard this like plop plop behind me, and these two ducks had just jumped in like they were like, God, I thought you'd never get out.
Yeah, they're probably like, "I don't know if we should drink the water with these people
Yeah,
in it."
the humans leave off this weird bacteria.
It's the water tastes like lotion.
I should have chased them off, but they were so cute. They swam around and then they got out and sat there and
Mhm.
just preened themselves on the
Uh,
because there's so many. It's just so freaking dry everywhere. I'm sure a lot of their
mm.
areas are
Yeah,
dried
yeah.
up. I think, so
Wow, their areas are dried up.
yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Anyway, okay, well, interesting aside.
yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. The kitty started it. Okay, then we had Carly and Valentin, of course, very stupidly preparing a meal together in the
Right in the
kitchen,
kitchen,
you know? Uh,
blinds open, no, not a care
yeah,
in the world, and
right,
then they
right.
start smashing cutlery like you
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah, like you do, sure. And then meanwhile, across town, Jack and Sonny are having
Well,
like
across town, yeah.
a little conversation, which is also kind of cute, kind of funny that Jack
Yeah,
would sort of
yeah.
seek out
Jack's still
Sonny for some.
Yeah, and Jack's trying to like it goes back and forth between seeming just miserable and pathetic, and then trying to
Mhm.
put on a little bravado, like
Yeah,
it's like, dude, you're
yeah.
not fooling anybody.
No, no, no. Sonny wasn't buying any of it.
You've
Uh,
been made a fool, Brennan.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Okay, so then meanwhile, we also had Nathan and Britt had a conversation where she told him that they were talking about Joss, and she was kind of trying to warn him away from Joss, right? And then she spilled the beans that Joss was with the WSB.
Yeah, yeah. And that's, of course, gonna played out in
Yeah,
today's episode
yeah, that
in a
yeah, I
silly way. Yeah.
right, and I know Britt she knows that Nathan is kind of on the fence between being a good guy and a bad guy, but I guess somewhere in her mind, she thinks he's gonna listen to her over whoever else
Yeah,
he's
over
answering to.
he's got a job to do. That's kind of
Yeah,
where he's at.
yeah,
Um,
mhm,
and he
mhm.
doesn't have any loyalties to these people. You
Nope.
know, they're strangers to him. So,
Right. Yep, I know,
I
so
mean, I
that
think he's got loyalties to Lulu now and James,
yeah,
and
and Rocco,
and
I guess,
yeah,
right?
and Rocco and his sister. But other
Right.
than that, the whole rest of the town, he doesn't know them.
No. Yeah, I don't know if Britt had to tell him that Joss was WSB. I guess she was trying to protect him, right, at that point, but she should have realized that
Yeah,
she was no
yeah,
longer protecting Joss.
yeah. And now he's told all the bad guys
Yeah, I mean,
what's
yeah, he
going
told
on, and yeah,
Pascal, and, it's not gonna end well.
yeah.
Um,
I was glad to
so
see Pascal back.
I thought you might be.
Wonder what was up with him.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Let's see. Before we go to today, let me see if there's any.
and Sonny and Britt had a
Yeah,
conversation,
I was
which
gonna
I
say
don't
I
know
kind
if
of
that
like
did anything.
I like
Yeah,
that one. Well, yeah, because I felt like he really like understood sort of the position she's in. I think like knew she probably wasn't gonna like come to him for help or anything or admit she needed help.
yeah,
But I
right.
like that he kind of like stressed that she could because I think
Yeah, that
you
was
know
nice. Yeah.
yeah, and also that he let her off the hook for what happened to Jason. You know.
Right. Yeah, right. Jason told her to do that. Yeah, that's true. You're right. That was nice of him. Yeah.
I think that made her feel more like, oh, maybe I could ask Sonny for some advice at least, with all of this shit that's going down around her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, like, Rocco is, somebody they have in common, so maybe, she should
Yeah,
probably.
that's true. I always forget, right? Rocco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kinda thinking, "Wow, what if she told Sonny right now that Rocco was the one who, took that shot?" You know?
Well, if she did, I'm sure that Sonny would be all reassuring and he'd say there was a plan, but we know that there actually aren't any
Nobody has a
plans.
plan, yeah.
Nobody has a plan for anything.
Right, right. It would just one day maybe, like, Rocco would disappear, and then he'd wind up on the beach at Sonny's Island,
Yeah,
you know?
right. Yeah, in a Hawaiian themed shirt and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
With, like, a hot tutor or something,
Yeah.
you
That might
know?
be the best thing would happen to that kid,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
might be exactly what he needs, huh?
Yeah, just a little time away.
Mhm.
Just
Mhm.
to realize how special he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that brings us to today. Well, and the big cliffhanger on
Mhm.
Friday, of course,
Mm.
was just
Mhm.
Jack busting in,
Yeah,
seeing the
when he
huh?
when they first showed him, and he's all hunched over, I was like, "My god, he's a lot shorter than I thought he
Yeah,
was."
what was he doing when he came in the door?
Like,
Was he like
picking the
was
lock,
he
and
trying to sneak? Oh, he was picking the lock. He doesn't have a
yeah,
key for her place?
he was picking the lock, I know, I thought that's just, like, that's wrong, first of all, no
I
matter
thought that was weird because he came, like, rising up. It was
yeah,
bizarre.
it was
Yeah.
weird, funny.
Yeah, so you're my boyfriend, but no key for you.
Yeah, yeah,
And
and so I guess
then,
that
yeah,
means
sees
they had
the
locked the door at least, which was,
well, that's
progress.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he
Mhm.
sees all the mess in the kitchen and the 2
Mm.
wine glasses and goes
Mhm,
busting
mhm,
upstairs, and
mhm,
it's
yeah.
hard to tell from, the location of the wetness on his face whether he was sweating or crying. Maybe both. Because he was kind of
Yeah,
bounding everywhere and using a lot of
yeah,
energy. So it could have been
right.
sweat.
I think
And
it
they
was
were kinda, like, going down his, like, laugh lines, rather than straight
mhm,
down his face.
mhm, mhm, yeah. Huh, yeah,
Did you
poor
notice that? I don't know if that's important or not.
I don't know. I did notice he was shiny. Yeah.
But anyway, so Friday ends with him busting in the room, and
Mm,
I thought that they were gonna have some cover up because it's like, oh, well, it was only her. But then I was like,
mhm,
how can you could be like, suddenly I'm just naked in bed. I just, felt
right.
like drinking 2 glasses of wine and pleasuring myself.
Well,
Like
yeah,
what?
she could have just, pretended that whoever she was with had left, had jumped out the window or something,
Well,
right?
I thought they were gonna have some like total cover, like there isn't anybody else, and I was,
Uh,
I don't know what. I don't
uh-huh.
know. That's why I was glad today they didn't go there. That they just actually,
Yeah,
you know.
they it felt like they took, like, 3 big steps ahead, like, I thought
Yeah.
there would have, like, sort of stalled him figuring out that, she actually,
Yeah, but I liked when she did the turnaround, and
man, and they let him have it,
yeah,
didn't
and then
they?
I was just like, "Turn around,
It was a total eclipse of the heart for
Yeah.
sure.
That
Yeah.
could I wish they coulda had that playing.
Maybe
They probably would have pay extra.
Valentine could have been humming it.
Yeah, oh,
He can sing, right?
he could sing, yeah, wouldn't that have been awesome if he'd started
That would have been
like
worth whatever it cost to pay the
yeah,
rights.
whatever it costs to pay ASCAP to have that song, yeah. Oh my god, that would have been great. He could have pulled that off too,
He
like,
could
kinda
have.
making fun of yeah,
I like to think they would have cracked up a few times
yeah,
before they finished the scene. But
but,
yeah.
anyway, that was, full on humiliation for Brennan. I
Oh,
I kinda
so
felt sorry for him.
it was complete and thorough, I mean,
Yeah.
on everybody's parts, really, because Jack said everything that, I suppose he would think when he sees Valentine, that it would totally be Valentine using Carly and all of that, and
Yeah, and they did that little bit of play with Carly's face where you're like, "Oh, is she
yeah,
believing this a little
right,
bit?"
right,
Like, they're so
yeah.
good with their face acting.
Mhm, mhm.
Do you think they divide it up that way? Like, eyebrow acting,
Yes,
eye acting,
yeah,
face, mouth twitch acting, like, what
mhm, mhm,
like,
yeah,
here's where you're gonna twitch a little bit,
yeah,
because you
mhm.
really see it in her face, like, "Okay," and then
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
but, I felt like we didn't get I mean, I didn't know if I wanted Valentine to like suddenly reassure her or anything, but I felt like they both held strong. They're like, nope, we
Yes.
know this is real,
Mhm. Yep,
you know.
yep, yep, right, yeah, when he said, "She came to me," I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, like,
yeah.
everything that this poor guy could not stomach, really.
Yeah, and
Mm.
Carly went on quite a while trying to get him
Oh,
to
she did, yeah,
admit about Joss and the
yeah,
WSB stuff,
yeah,
and
yep, yeah,
but I also liked how he pushed back about ask Joss if she likes being an
right,
agent,
right,
kinda
yeah,
liked that.
yeah, I mean, you could see in her eyes that she sorta knew,
Yeah,
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 Joss
she's like, "Yep, I've
believes.
lost this girl to this
Mhm,
world."
mhm, yeah,
And it's not all Brennan's fault. Like, it was all his fault putting her in,
mhm,
but
yeah.
she's literally, like, not to keep bringing ducks up, but she's taken to it like a duck, you know?
Yeah, she has. I mean, I think in Carly's mind and in my mind as well, you're thinking that, she's too young to realize everything that she's giving up, by making these choices.
Yeah, but she's young enough to realize, what she's gaining.
Yeah, I guess. What's she gaining exactly?
Just this badass exterior. This is like well,
Yeah.
she's smart, she's smart, and she's using her, intellect for this. She's kind of built well for this, you know?
Yeah, I think she loves the challenge of it,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. I guess I can't relate to that.
We would not be good spies,
No,
either one of
no,
us, yeah.
no, I wouldn't be able to keep a secret or anything. Uh, yeah, but then, like, actually, the other cliffhanger that happened Friday was when Nathan grabbed Joss's
Oh,
wrist,
right, yeah, yeah, right, and doesn't let her go, and then
and that
and then
was so telling. It's like, "Oh, fuck, this is not the
yeah,
nice Nathan," she's not getting the nice Nathan here
and then
anymore.
she did like, when today she was kinda like this weird turn where she was like, "We can get help from the WSB," or something, like, "Is it
Yeah,
PTSD?" I was like, "What are you talking about? What," like, I guess she
yeah.
was just trying to, like, change the topic, and I
Well,
don't
do you
know.
think she thinks that he was sort of brainwashed into this sort of weird headspace, kinda like Dante, and
Yeah,
maybe she.
maybe, because she doesn't know that he's not Nathan.
Right, right, and
Yeah.
and then also, like, appealing to him, like, through James, that was
Yeah,
that was about the most effective thing she could try, and it still
yeah.
didn't really
None of it
work.
worked, yeah. But
No,
I
and
liked how she went into ninja mode,
yeah,
you know?
I know, I was like, "Oh my god, this is really happening," you know?
Yeah, I thought it was bold today, and they of course, they changed the camera stuff when that happened, when they were doing their
Mhm,
little fight scene, so it's like,
mhm.
"Oh, it's
Yeah.
real. It's like a real little."
Yeah, it did seem like a real fight. I mean, that must have taken some real choreography in that small
Yeah,
space.
right, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know why they honed in on that thing on the table
That
at one point.
candlestick?
Yeah, did somebody get whacked with it or something? Is
Was
that gonna
there
be a
was there a
clue later?
candle in it before? I couldn't remember, if
Oh, maybe it's gonna be a clue for somebody to
well,
realize
I
that.
was thinking, yeah, is Trina gonna realize that something's different in this apartment,
Yeah,
you think.
maybe. I just thought it seemed like they zeroed in on it, like, specifically, you
Yeah,
know?
they did, yeah, that's all I could think of, that was that there must have been a candle in there before.
Are
Not
you letting
sure.
the kitty out?
No, I was just making room for him if he wants to get up here on the table. He's turned his
Put a
back on me now.
do the bell thing, put the bell on the kitty.
Well, I've tried that. All those little
Yeah.
collars, they're supposed to be like quick release, so they don't get
Yeah,
stuck.
yeah.
So they're gone in 10 minutes. It was like, well, there's
Oh,
another 15
really?
bucks down. Yeah. Yeah.
You got a
So
smart kitty. He's like, "Alright, I gotta go find that tree branch and
I
get this
know.
off of here, damn it."
No, I mean, I do have a little dog collar I'm thinking about trying, but then I'm thinking, what if he gets hung up on a branch? That would all be my fault.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
torn. Anyway, poor kitty. I'm
oh,
sorry.
poor kitty. In the spring, a kitty's thoughts turn to snacks.
They do. And he brings them inside and snacks on them, and it's very
Oh,
difficult.
really? It's like a
Yeah,
thing? What type
yeah.
of bird is getting caught?
He can catch any kind of bird, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, and
Respect.
he's it's not good. It's very, very, very bad. Anyway, let's get back to
I
hospital. I
love it
can't.
when you have to confront nature.
But he's a foreign element in their ecosystem, a domestic cat.
A born element.
He's a foreign element.
Oh,
He's not part of that that
is he part of that
ecosystem.
Born series?
Yes, it's the fifth one. Not many people watched it because it was strange. They're like, "Where's that Matt Damon guy?"
That looks like a cat.
It's Cat Damon.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So maybe we'll see if that candlestick proves to be important in something, or maybe just it was a new cameraman. They're like, I don't know how to turn this thing.
I felt he nodded off. Well, I was thinking, like, with Josh, she probably wouldn't want to leave a clue for Trina, right? Because she wouldn't want Trina to get pulled into this. But I don't know.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a good thing. Look, yeah, she might have left some special sign for somebody. Yeah,
You'd think with all of the physical nature of that fight and how they
yeah,
touched like every corner of that apartment,
yeah.
that
But she
a
was
lot of
out
things
of
were
it. She was out though, right? I
yeah.
mean, he did that. He did that like Spock hold on her.
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
I
Yeah.
thought he was killing her. I was like, oh no, oh my
I
god.
know. I mean, it's like, oh my God, this
Yeah,
is huge. She's gonna have
yeah.
the
And
wrath
you were
of
probably
every
like, well, I think I know Joss is annoying, but I didn't want to.
something
I don't
like
want to go
that.
this far.
It's nice to have her quiet for a change.
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh boy. But
so anyway, that was kind of exciting and sort of
yeah,
well done. Believable little fight scene. Of course,
yeah.
good that
Mhm.
they had Nathan overpower her because obviously that's really what would happen.
Yeah, well, it was
You know,
also it was silly, like, the whole beginning of it where he's, like, coming over to talk about being, like, workout buddies. It's
gym
like,
buddies. Yeah, yeah.
that's not a thing, really. I don't
Is
think
it?
that
Because I was thinking,
no.
am I supposed to be asking somebody at my senior gym? You know,
I think that one might be misconstrued.
which I haven't been to for a while. You know what? You know what? My new. This is slightly off topic, but people might be interested. I'm going to start a new sport.
Oh,
Okay.
pickleball?
No, it's worse.
Oh, good. Worse than pickleball.
Rucking.
Oh,
Rucking.
oh, yeah, that's good,
You know
yeah.
about rucking? Have you tried
Yeah.
it?
I've been thinking, am I gonna look weird if I walk up the street with a weighted backpack? But I think I am gonna try it.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to. I tried it. So it gets so hot here. Like I have been
Yeah, that
jogging.
would
I
be
do my
tough for
mile and a
you.
half, 2 miles, but it starts getting so hot, and I'm like, I
Mm,
won't. Come July, I will not be able to run out here. It's just too hot.
mhm, mhm,
So I thought, what can I do to still get a workout and not be out there so long?
mhm. Yeah, yeah, that's
So
true.
the wrecking is, if you don't know, it's just a weighted backpack or weighted vest, and it's
Mhm,
supposed to
mhm.
work up to higher and higher weight. And it's just
Yeah,
based on like the whole military when they make a
mhm,
march around with all the
mhm.
crap in
Yeah,
their
yep,
rucksacks. So
mhm.
I weighed out some books. Thank you.
Ah.
They're all stuff you've given me, and filled a backpack with books and went out the other day and just did a couple miles, and it was not
Mhm,
bad, but it was only like 5 pounds, so I don't think it
mhm,
made any a
mm.
dent. And so next time I put in a 15-pound dumbbell,
Wow, oh my
um,
gosh, yeah. Okay,
and that
that
I couldn't do it, not because it was so heavy, but it was pulling on my shoulders so bad.
yeah, yeah, that's gonna
So
be tough.
I think you got to get the things that are made for it, like the weighted vest, because they have
Mhm,
weights in the front and
mhm.
weights in the back, so
Yeah,
you're not with this thing pulling you. Because I was like, what if I end up like a bug on my back out here or something? And somebody's,
yeah, uh-huh.
because I've just
Wow.
got an old backpack. I don't have a.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
then they also, you can spend a lot of money, which I don't want to do, but you
Mhm.
can get ones that have like flat weights that you slip in,
Right,
so you
right.
can up or
Mhm,
down. And
mhm. Yeah.
so you're gonna try it. We could do this.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just not really sure what weight to buy.
Hmm.
Um, like
Yeah.
5 pounds was too little, 15 was too much. Maybe the 12.
Yeah, yeah, 10 or 12, I
But
guess.
you
Hmm.
want it to be enough to give you something more than just walking. You
Mhm.
want a little
Mhm.
bit of a
Mhm.
difficulty factor to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's worth a try, Gia. Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Rucking.
Okay.
The big world
Okay.
of rucking. I could join a club.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. Okay.
All right. Okay, let's see. So, all right, so this Joss Nathan development kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna just smash Carly and Valentin's plans apart in a way if Jack finds out. Will he find out that Joss has
Well,
been taken,
I
do you think?
wonder if you do you think Carly will think Jack has done it as some revenge or
Mm,
something?
I
I
he
mean, they
might.
think. I mean, I hate to use this because I vowed never to use it, but I think it's appropriate here. They think they've got Brennan by the short hairs with this
Yeah.
whole Cullum threat.
Yeah. Right,
Which,
right.
if you untangle that, it's like
Mhm.
they want to take down Cullum. So if they take down Cullum with
Mm.
Jack's help, then they no longer have the threat of Cullum. What's to stop Jack from,
Yeah, yeah,
turning them
nothing.
in? So it doesn't really
Right.
make.
No, they've got no real plan.
No,
It's
but you
like
know what, right? Weren't they? Isn't
mhm,
that what they were like
yeah,
using as their leverage was Cullum?
mhm, mhm, yep,
But they all need to take him down.
yeah, and meanwhile,
So
Cullum's just, like, in a hospital bed, so
yeah, no, yeah,
now's the
yeah.
time if you're gonna try to do something.
But anyway, yeah,
Um,
that doesn't answer your question about the plan. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to go on for a little while. They'll probably have some legit,
cover
like,
for where Joss has gone.
yeah. So maybe
Mhm,
that it'll be a little while before anybody gets suspicious or something.
maybe, and I don't know when Nathan called Pascal, and Pascal sorta gave that sorta nod to Sidwell.
Yeah,
Do you think so? This must have been something that they all knew was gonna go down that night, that Nathan was gonna grab Joss?
it seemed like it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like they didn't have to
Yeah.
speak. They,
Right,
it was
right.
all like
It
a
did.
finger to the
Yeah.
nose kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. It did seem that way, but, on the other hand, it seemed like sort of so sloppy of Nathan to go to her apartment and just sort of, I don't know, it just
He
seemed
was
like so
kind of
many.
winging it. Yeah.
Yeah, so many things could have gone wrong, like, she fought back. I mean, was he prepared for that? I don't know. I mean, and then
Well,
Trina, Kai could have come home,
right. Anybody, yeah, maybe he just was like feeling it out and maybe he
and
knew they were at the Savoy and I don't know.
and their apartment is on the Quartermain property, right?
Yep, it's supposed to be over the garage or something, yeah.
Yeah, so
So
you'd
how
think
did he
there'd
get
be
her out without, yeah,
should be some sort of security. I
cameras?
mean, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I'm sure he's a pro and he could get away with all of that. But yeah, at the time it seemed like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he's doing this right here," just
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
But so yeah, that all seems like it got really messy and, I mean, man, if Carly finds out that Joss has disappeared, she's gonna freak the hell
Yeah,
out.
yeah, she's not gonna handle it well.
No,
But
no,
in the
she's not.
meantime, Josh is down in Anna's old
In the
digs.
yoga room, yeah, which is
Yeah.
awesome for her. I think she'll really
I want there
enjoy
to
that.
be like a how like, in a slightly decent motel or bed and breakfast, there's like a
Mhm,
little tea tray with the different
mhm,
little packets
mhm,
of
mhm. Yeah,
tea
yeah,
and coffee and that.
mhm.
Like, I wanna see that, like, well, in a
Yeah,
little tiny coffee pot and
mhm.
stuff, you know?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looks like they'd outfit it with that kinda stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and then you've got Pascal coming in periodically with some snacks. Joss
Yeah,
doesn't seem
yeah,
like she's gonna
mackerel
be as
with the
yeah,
mackerel.
the macaron. I don't think she's gonna be as cooperative unless they've got her drugged all the time, you know? Will they
Yeah.
mess with her head too, do you think?
I don't know. I don't think she's as fragile as Anna.
No, no, she doesn't have that built-in trauma of
Yeah. Um,
poison.
when they were talking when Carly was talking to Brennan about, how they led her with breadcrumbs to
Yeah.
Cyrus
Mhm.
Renault
Mhm.
and how, that traumatized her, and it's like, did it? Like,
I know.
she
It
seemed like she took it all in stride pretty well.
I
Like,
know
we had a
she
momentary we saw one scene where she collapsed in the shower, right?
right, right, right.
But other than that, she was just kinda like, "Yep, needed to be done,"
Mm,
kinda
mhm.
pish posh.
Yep, yep,
Um,
she's a
anyway,
worry. Yep.
yeah, so she'll be in that apartment. Yeah, we'll see. we'll see what
Mhm.
happens there.
Mhm.
I think everybody's antenna will be up even if there's a cover story at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Trina will be wondering, like, where the hell she is, even if
Yeah,
they don't
with all
see each
that
other very often.
studying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
And
know?
Valentine won't buy that she's just off on a mission. You know,
No,
they'll all
no.
be
Mhm,
hopefully looking
mhm.
for her immediately.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and then
but yeah, what are
meanwhile
they up to? What are they up to?
I don't know. I mean, and then you've still got Lucas over at Spoon Island
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Uh,
And again, with the just sort of flippant belief that he's gonna
mhm.
outlast Pascal in his fire poker somehow.
I know. I was thinking, why do you take a glass of wine from this guy,
I
you know?
know, I know, I know. I was thinking about that too. Like I was
Yeah,
thinking he'd be like, "I'm gonna go get my own bottle
yeah, or
from
"Can I
my
swap
car."
glasses
Yeah,
with you, Ava?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like that little trio of Ava and Sidwell
Yeah,
and Lucas. It feels kind of fun.
yeah.
And then
She
like,
really
I know, we're going to go to the Savoy. Immediately like
and they just spring up.
back to the launch, and they're out of
Yeah.
there and in time for that one song.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
Um
did you enjoy the song?
Well, I wanna say yes. It seemed like there were a lot of words for a song like that. But
It
did
felt
you?
a little bit like a mess. I was like,
Yeah,
"What's why am I not?" I don't know.
I
I like
know.
the final line of it, the "you ain't never seen," but the rest of it
Mhm,
felt like it wasn't
mhm.
very cohesive or something. And then I was like, maybe I just don't understand Broadway stuff very well.
Well, yeah, I don't know, maybe it just didn't translate to that sorta stage or something. Because like, the
Yeah.
horns I thought sounded really good when you could hear them, but otherwise it seemed a little bit sort of chaotic or
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
chaotic or something, a little messy or something. But
yeah,
then I was like, I don't know this music, so I don't
yeah,
know.
me neither.
Anyway.
But hopefully
But
they'll
yeah,
boost
hopefully it was a
ticket
treat for
sales.
people that liked that show. Like
Yeah.
everybody that knows that show is probably like singing along at the top of their
Yeah,
lungs and
yeah,
stuff. But
uh-huh, uh-huh, yeah, so
anyway, okay, what else happened? So that was the big stuff.
mhm,
Trina and
mhm,
Kai got busy. They left and
mhm.
got busy.
Yeah,
Uh,
there was a whole conversation between Lucas, Sidwell, and Ava about the tennis
the
courts.
tennis courts, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Sidwell wanting to pay for them, which was completely missing the point, I guess, and,
yeah. And Ava's
uh
such a good, like, kind of handler. She kind of,
oh, she's very good,
yeah,
yeah, very good at that, at, like, sorta playing the liaison between the Sonny's
yeah,
family and Sidwell's,
yeah.
um, so, yeah, good for her,
And not speaking ill of Christina. I mean, I guess she and Christina bonded when they had their
I
kidnapping
guess, yeah, I know, I thought that was showed a bit
episode.
of
Yeah.
restraint on her part to just look at the good in that
Yeah.
gesture. Yeah, it still feels like there's some sort of tension involved in that little development now that Sidwell is aware of it. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a tennis court set come up and we can rename our podcast after a tennis court that's only going to be there for a month or something.
Until he blows it up or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a little sideline there.
And we
Yeah, I
have
think
some, we had some more, a little bit of Brook Lynn and Chase
oh
at the
god, yeah.
Savoy still.
Yeah, I mean,
She,
what a
she almost fainted from,
mhm,
like her
mhm.
face when Curtis was talking to Chase about, well, we found I heard this was a side swipe and we were gonna do our, and
Mhm.
Brooklyn's like looking like she's just about to like lose
Yeah.
it. Like she
Yeah.
needs to start
Yeah.
doing some meditation or something.
Something, I know, and he mentioned, like, also how long they had to wait because that person hadn't stopped, and I don't know, I still don't know if that's valid because unless the person had stopped and they happened to be a doctor with stuff that could help Jordan at the time,
Well,
you know
I think he was meaning because he couldn't get a call.
Right, but I mean, let's see. But Valentine called like right away, right? I mean, he
Maybe I
hadn't
can't
been
remember.
pretty soon. I think Valentine came upon the scene pretty quickly after
Yeah,
it
yeah.
happened. And I mean, they would still have had to wait for like an ambulance, right? It wouldn't have been
Right. Yeah.
wise
Yeah.
to throw her in the back of a car or something, I don't think.
Well,
Um,
and Curtis has had this pointed out to him numerous times that the person may not have
yeah,
realized that they had an
yeah.
accident,
Mhm,
and he
mhm,
just is
mm,
glossing over that. And
yeah,
if this all does turn out to be Brook Lynn is the one, like it
mhm,
appears to
mhm,
be,
mhm.
that's that's what happened, right? She didn't
Right,
realize that there was an
yeah,
accident.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and nobody is, like maybe he should be worried that if we find this driver, they might bring charges against
Mhm,
Jordan
mhm,
for almost causing them to wreck. Like Jordan was
yeah,
completely in the wrong as the driver
mhm.
in the wrong lane,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know?
so that's where maybe Tracy made a big mistake by, insisting that Brooklyn keep it
Yeah,
hidden,
yeah. I don't like anything about the whole
No,
storyline.
I don't either. It feels like such a sorta classic,
I
setup.
know we're headed into like the May sweep stuff, and they're trying to have some
Yeah,
big
it's
reveals and
yeah, it
whatever.
just all feels like it's all bad, like if it I mean, there's the baby part of it, that's got Brooklyn worried sick too.
Yeah, every single thing that they're going to dig up on them now because they want to adopt,
Mhm,
um,
yeah.
and
Ugh.
yeah, all of it, just all of it is
Mhm.
yucko.
Yes, it is, it
And of
is.
course, the digging into their past is probably going to coincide with Chase falling into Willow's bed.
Right,
That's all.
right, yeah,
Everything's going to come to a
yeah.
head um,
Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
for all of this, I think, and
yeah.
I don't know.
Brooklyn's just gonna be destroyed over all of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. So I don't
Mm,
like that, and I just don't like what it's turned Curtis and Jordan into. I guess we
mhm,
should maybe on the flip side we could be thankful that it's made Portia like
mhm.
back into an adult that we can
Like,
kind of
yeah, a way more sympathetic.
sympathize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
But I don't like whatever war is going to happen between. And Curtis.
No, I don't either. I feel like Curtis, like, throwing Isaiah's name around is just, like,
Yeah, that's
very
isn't that
shitty.
slander?
Yeah, that just seems like very, very reckless, to
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah.
Hey, you know what? I
What?
haven't Googled anything this episode.
Wow, good for you, Gia.
I know.
Thank
I feel like
you.
I should get a gold star or something.
You should. I don't
Cookie.
know.
Maybe a
A
cookie.
cookie? Wouldn't a
Yeah,
cookie be nice right now? Yeah.
cookie would be nice.
Mhm.
Um, I had to go to this party, this derby party the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's where I watched the whole thing. And I think
Uh-huh.
people are noticing that I'm not eating stuff they make. And
Cat's out of the bag, huh? Yeah.
yeah.
And you
So I made
say,
a
"I'm
point
sorry,
of
I'm just not sure. It might be
I
disgusting."
I made a point of getting a plate and getting I got there was cut up fruit that looked, like what could be done to that. Nothing too much bad. So I ate a bunch
Well,
of that. But
you
then
just
I was over there like at the end when people were clearing stuff and she was like, "I saw you had the fruit. Let me get you a to-go thing to." So I'm like, "Oh,
Aw.
you're watching what I'm eating? You're watching me?" Like, no, I didn't want to eat the little sandwiches. I don't know what that spread is. What is it?
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
I just don't
Uh-huh.
trust you people.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Huh. Was
Anyway,
it like a potluck where everybody brought something, or was it all provided by the host?
um, I think it was just like a committee that had done, like we'll have this, and this. So
Uh-huh.
no, not every, but like I didn't bring anything. Maybe I was
Yeah.
supposed to.
Well, Aunt Betty's, at her 105th, we were told not to bring anything, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That means I'm at the mercy of whatever this
What they're
fucking
right.
spread
That
looks
sometimes
like,"
I do like to bring stuff because I know
Yeah.
I'll eat what I've
Yeah.
made with my own
So I
clean
think
hands.
there was very little that I could eat. It was like a little bit of lettuce, and there probably was a fruit salad, but,
Yeah.
otherwise it was all those, like, little sandwiches made in, like, hot dog buns or
Yeah,
something,
who knows what they've put inside
Yeah,
those little things
yeah.
and how long they've been sitting there. Yeah.
Right, right, no thanks.
Yeah. No chips. Like I feel like packaged things are okay if there's a bag of
Right.
chips or
right.
something, and
Yeah, it was a pretty
just put
lean
stuff
buffet.
on your plate and move it around, you know?
Or just eat beforehand, I think,
Yeah,
sometimes
or just
that's
be like, I'm diabetic, and so, or whatever, just, it's
uh-huh.
like, "It's none
Yeah.
of your business why I'm not eating this. I'm a weirdo."
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Anyway, off topic again, sorry. Maybe we've kinda covered everything, I feel like we have. I mean, we had the big performance,
Mhm. Yep, yep.
we had the big reveal.
Mhm.
Brennan, do you think Brennan's gonna, do bad things, or do you think he's been cowed enough now by their
Oh,
threat?
I think he's capable of bad things, although I don't know, he's sometimes such a wussy that it seems like whatever they said could sort of make him feel like, "Oh, yeah, I guess maybe I should be careful," you know? But I also feel like he must be in shock, from this
Yeah,
revelation. So
I did kind of feel for him during this, because he was just so thoroughly,
yeah.
dissected
Yeah.
by
Yeah,
them,
he
by
was.
Carly, and
I
I
know.
also felt like Valentine had to hold that Charlie's Angels pose for so long. I was
Very
like
long, yes.
feeling that in my arms.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. That was his workout for the day.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
arms his
And
arms
I like that he kind of
working.
let Carly just say her piece, and he didn't, he's
Yeah,
like,
he must have been very impressed with her.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So, I hope they don't. I hope that doubt does not creep into Carly's mind about,
I know.
the things that Brennan implied
Yeah,
about Valentine
yeah,
using her, and I hope
yeah.
that's none. I want them to be the next power couple for a while.
I know, they have something kind of unique, I think, and it's not
Yeah,
just, like, sort of their way they talk to each other and the way they sorta hold their own, but there's something about, like, their sexiness that's sort of original too, you know?
yeah, yeah. Like the hoodie sweatshirt sexy thing that he can do.
Yeah, and there's also,
Nobody
like,
else
a
can do
moment where
that.
he put his hand on her tummy, and for some reason, that seemed like that was a really cool move,
Mhm.
unusual, you
Yeah,
know?
he is unusual. He's an unusual
Yeah.
lover. Um,
Instead of that song, what is it? He's an
he
she's an easy
he
lover.
easy lover, yeah.
Philip Bailey.
Um, yeah, they do. I mean, they kind of get each other, and they have a little like respect for each other's intellect, I think.
Yep,
Um,
yep,
which I
mhm.
think the other men that Carly's been with have respected her intellect too. But
Yeah.
I think like he respects like all aspects of her, like her,
Mhm, mhm.
like I think she can be herself with him.
Yep, yep, and I think their devotion to their daughters, their families, like,
Yeah,
they're, like, on exactly the same page, I think there,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So
I hope they carry on with that,
yeah,
and
yeah, mhm.
they could take it public eventually once they get things sorted legally.
I don't know how that's ever gonna
Get
happen, but
him out of the
yeah,
attic.
I
Yeah,
know. What if he's gotta be in the attic for, like, another couple of years?
yeah. Maybe they can fix it up a little nicer, but
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
nice roomy attic. I'm kind of
It
jealous,
is,
but
it doesn't seem that bad, yeah. Yeah, they
they're
could put
not
a
like
little
it's not
kitchen
like
up
a
there.
crawl space or anything. Yeah, a
Right,
little
right.
kitchenette. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah,
right.
he could have a little mini coffee maker with some tea, little packets of tea, chai tea, decaf chai, all, all the little options.
You'd think they would have thought of that by now. I mean, if she's getting them,
Yeah,
like, razor blades and stuff.
yeah. Oh, you
But,
poor kitty.
alright, I'll go out with you in a little bit, okay?
I
I'm
want, Kitty might be experiencing a Rummaspringa right now, you know?
I think he's Amish. Maybe. I never thought of that, Gia.
Denying him.
Alright, we'll have your Rumspringa, and then it's back inside.
I think Kate used to do that with her cat. Like she kept it inside, also more to protect the cat. I think,
Mhm,
from running off because they're out in the
mhm,
boonies too. But she'd
mhm,
take it out like at cocktail hour every time and take it for a
mhm.
romp and then bring it
Uh-huh,
back in. But yeah,
uh-huh. Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Not
right.
me. We used to just let our cat out there, just like,
Mhm.
go
Mhm.
get him. We'd be like, go, whatever.
Yeah.
We
Well,
just,
I had a really good kitty, Gabriel, for a while, and he
I
was a big
remember
old.
that kitty. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
He liked to
yeah.
be outside, but really just to lounge. He wasn't interested in
Well, he
hunting
was
it.
already older, right?
Yeah, he was a little older, but he was such a nice
Yeah.
kitty. Yeah.
Well, I think he might have just sown his wild oats already, like Molly says.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because they do, like our kitty that we had for so long eventually was like done with it, was
Yeah, I wish I could fatten him up so he couldn't jump through the fence, you know? That's the plan.
what, what, what which fairy tale witch is that? Like, guess that's Hansel and Gretel, right? Oh my god.
Oh, dear. The
Well,
struggles.
you've done a good job with fattening every pet I've ever seen of
I
yours.
try, yeah, I don't know why it's not
That's right.
working with him. Oh, dear. Anyway.
Have you tried the squeeze ups?
No, no, I haven't, yeah.
That's kitty crack. I mean, that
Yeah,
might help you,
yeah, you're
you
right,
know.
maybe I should do something like that,
Because
yeah, just
our kitty,
pump them
like,
full.
she gives me like I try to keep her off those except for special, like, come in from out on the
Right,
porch
right,
or
right.
right before bed, and the
Mhm.
rest of the time I give her like crunchies, and
Yeah.
she
Mhm.
eats them, but she like usually gives me like a look of like scorn when I'm,
Yeah, yeah.
like a little
Mhm,
like dirty side eye,
mhm, mhm.
you know,
Yeah, I've gotten
like
that, yeah.
you know what I I wanted, you twat,
Right, exactly, yeah,
like,
I don't know if I want that. All that language.
well, your kitties might not be as spicy. My kitties. Anyway, good luck with that.
Yeah,
Um,
thanks.
all right. Sorry for the side stories tonight, but some of them are entertaining. Not all.
I don't think they are, but thank you for putting up with us, everybody.
They are. Well, to us. Okay. Yeah. Appreciate everybody listening, and happy May 4th.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see you Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. Carry on, and yeah, I hope Josh is okay. I'm gonna
Yeah,
worry. Okay.
okay, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Okay. All right. Have a good night. Bye,
okay.
kitty.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.